Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with infinite blessings, and amongst those blessings is enabling us to visit these sacred lands of Haramain, Sharifain, the Arabian lands. And especially this time, the brothers and sisters who came on this trip, they visited many places which normally we do not visit. One of those, obviously, except the Haramain, they are the greatest, the Haram-e-Kaaba and Masjid al-Nabwi, obviously, without any doubt. Another place which we visited was the blessed Muqam and Mazar of Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. The Masjid ibn Abbas is in Taif, where he is buried, and Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhu is the cousin of Prophet ﷺ, and is one of the greatest scholars actually of this ummah, as the Prophet ﷺ prayed for him that Allah give him wisdom and the knowledge of the interpretation of Quran, of the book. And he settled in Taif actually in his last days, and he departed from the physical world as well there. Second place we visited also was where Rasulullah ﷺ spent his first 4 years of his life in the Bani Sa'd area, which is after Taif. Bani Sa'd is where the house of Sayyida Halima radiyallahu ta'ala anha was, and here Rasulullah ﷺ stayed with his foster mother, brothers and sisters like Sayyida Shayma, who was 5-6 years older than him, and he alayhi salatu wasalam sallallahu alayhi wasallam stayed there for 4 years, and his memory was always actually fresh about that. Whenever he met Sayyida Halima radiyallahu anha or Sayyida Shayma after the Fath Makkah, he honored them greatly and refreshed the memories which he spent, and appreciated their khidmah and service. Another place which we visited was when Rasulullah ﷺ visited Taif, and these people did not respond positively, rather they ridiculed and they tortured the Prophet ﷺ, and he came and rested in a place, in a garden of grapes which belongs to the Quraysh, and there Rasulullah ﷺ prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla wa ala, and he was given the option that if he commands, the angel will destroy them. He ﷺ did not command, but rather said that I expect that their generations will actually embrace Islam. And truly the city of Taif today is because of the barakah of the dua of Rasulullah ﷺ. So there is a masjid now called Masjid-e-Addas. Addas was one of the slaves of the Quraysh. When he saw Rasulullah ﷺ injured and wounded, the Quraysh, they sent Addas with a bunch of grapes and presented to the Prophet ﷺ. And in that entire journey, it was Sayyidina Addas who embraced Islam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So that masjid and that garden we visited, and after just getting out of that place is the old mosque called Masjid Ali, where Sayyidina Ali karramallahu wajhul kareem gave dars in that masjid once or more. So that was the place. And also very you may say in the about 100 or 150 kilometers from Taif, the place after Dabbāgh, which has cool weather, which is a very high place. You can see clouds as well that they go below you on mountains. There the great companion Sayyidina Jarir bin Abdullah radiyallahu anhu is buried, and his old ancient mosque still is preserved, and he was the great companion of the Prophet ﷺ, and Rasulullah ﷺ loved him very much. And also we visited the Ashab-e-Badr and the plain of Badr, where the first battle took place, where the Khandaq took place, Shuhadai Uhud, especially Sayyidina Amir Hamza radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and other mosques like Masjid al-Qiblatayn, Masjid Quba, which is one of the first mosques in Islam, and that's where I am sitting now as well. This was the garden belonged to Sayyidina Kulthum bin Hadam radiallahu anhu, and Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam stayed for 2 days in this house which belonged to Sayyidina Kulthum bin Hadam, and he used to pray in the place where I am sitting now. And these stones also signify the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam seating, and Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq and Sayyidina Kulthum bin Hadam. So this is and there is, he alayhi salatu wasalam did wudu and drank water from Bi'r Azq, which is just behind me, the well, and prayed here for few days before Masjid Quba actually was foundation was laid down. So this garden also belonged to Sayyidina Kulthum bin Hadam, and now people can visit and do ziyarah. Similarly, we also visited the beach front or the sea front, Yambo and other area where the Sahaba Ikram did Hijra, the first and the second Hijra to Ethiopia and Habasha. Sayyidina Usman bin Affan and the daughter of Rasulullah alayhi salatu, Sayyida Ruqayya radiallahu ta'ala anha, and then Sayyidina Jafar Tayyar radiallahu anhu, they returned. So that sea front we also visited and saw the sea and the beach as well there. And then Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with many other places. There is the house of Sayyidina Imam Zainul Abidin radiallahu ta'ala anhu in Madinatul Munawwara, and Sayyidina Urwa radiallahu anhu, the great companion, his house, and many other places. And every place it refreshes the memories of the Prophet ﷺ Sirah, and the short 10 years he lived in this area of Madinatul Munawwara, but the memories are everlasting, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us and yourself actually to live by worshipping purely and sincerely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and loving and following the Prophet Islam, and serving and being merciful to the ummah and the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah sana jaza. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.